Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about Apple TV show Foundation, episode 8. And we're going to get right into it. Spoilers! Okay, so this was a pretty simple jump it forward episode, which is what I think is going to happen. We're going to have a time jump, I think, happening in the penultimate and final episodes that are coming up, 9 and 10. But here's what went on right now. Like, okay, you got Gail and Harry on the ship. They headed to Helicon. He still won't explain to her why they're going to Helicon, to set up this secret foundation. So she started tearing up the ship to make him tell her, to make her. Then she's like, "Let me leave." You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be here no way. You say I'm effing up the plan. Let me out. Let me get in the thing and go where I want to go. I can leave the same way I got here. You know. And so then she decides to go ahead and get in this thing in the pod. He goes out because he go ahead and let her go. And she decides to set a course for her Synax, her home world. I'm like, why are you not going toward the foundation? And it's going to take over 100 years to get there. So I'm like, well, we're not going to see Gail again until a future time jumping type of deal is going to happen there. Not to mention, on the other side of things, with the people from Terminus, the field is expanding from the obelisk thing, the vault that they got that's just there. They don't know where it is, where it came from, what it is, nothing. That only Sal could touch. Yeah, it's expanding. So she telling them like, look, we're gonna have to let the wall down, and we're gonna have to get the heck up out of here because we are gonna end up dead. Just saying, they didn't make a decision on that. So I'm thinking, do they gonna listen till it's too late and the field start taking people out? Then they're gonna be wanting to let the walls down and move away. They don't have nowhere to go because all the ships got effed up the last episode. Woo! Okay, so the people on Terminus is dealing with that, but the ones on the ship on the Invictus with the other Anacrean people, which they showed a flashback of her, how she became what she was, and what happened when the planet got blew up and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, still no pity party for me. I don't care. Anyway, they end up getting all the way to the bridge of the ship for them to once again try to break away from them. They did this time, but now it's just Lewis and Sal, the head director of the foundation, and her. And by the end of it all, he did because he was gonna have to jack her in. That's how they used to jump all those hundreds of years ago. They didn't have spacers, which are not aliens. They're engineered humans. We've established that just about everybody in this show is human, but from hundreds of years of living in other parts of the galaxy, some of them are changed and look different in certain ways or have different body features. So that makes sense, because humans are very adaptable. Over time, we will adapt to wherever we're at. So that's proven right here on Earth. Anyway, they was jacking in like the Matrix to jump, and yeah, so Sal's gonna go ahead and get herself jacked in so she could jump them away to Terminus instead of to Trantor, where the Empire is. Yeah, that didn't work out. Dude got shot. Then there was a whole fight going on. Then Hugo, her little boyfriend, I knew he wasn't dead. I knew he wasn't dead. He made it to a comms relay and called the Thespians, his people, and told them about what the Anacreans was doing and what they was about to do. And then they showed up, started fighting them, distracted them. So the dude had to try to fight them on the gun thing that was with her. So there's only the two of them left, and now it's only one. It's only Sal left. But they didn't do it in time. She didn't jack in. So the ship jumped, and we don't know where that ship jumped to. It just said poof and went on. So I'm like, well, don't know where Sal's going. Might not see her to the future. Who knows? In a future clip. And then Day decided to take that walk through the spiral. Okay, so he went on through the spiral, met a dude along the way. It was these idea that you had these visions when you get there. Everybody had these visions. So they show you him eventually get there after a long journey, and he had a long talk with the man. The man didn't make it, and he was all sad about that. But then he kept on going because he almost didn't make it himself, and the man had saved his life. But then he went ahead and tried to save the man's life, but that didn't work out. So he made it. He made it to the middle. He made it to the cave. He got in the waters. And then next thing is him in front of the little council of people to see what he saw. What was his vision? He saw the vision of this three-petaled flower, and it was beautiful. And their interpretation of that was that, three is one, just like the three goddesses, and just like the three you and your brothers, and it's a sign and all this other stuff. So that just made the other lady who was trying to take him out look bad. They got him together. I was like, oh, that she done, she done. So he had won that battle. Then Deidre or whatever her name is, the robot lady that worked that they serve it or whatever. She said she took the trip 11,000 years ago and did the spiral. I'm like, are you serious? So apparently, we also learned that she's from a race of beings known as intelligent robots, and she is apparently the very last one in existence. Cleon the First somehow programmed it to just serve only Cleons. So that's why she, ain't doing nothing else, and she ended up being the catalyst to poison the lady that had took him out. That's when she was mad about that and sad. So I'm like, she got emotions and feelings and stuff, and she's a sentient being, and she feels like she's a tethered slave at this point after all these hundreds of years to something she no longer feels is right. These are the same people she originally was following and believed in. You know what I'm saying? These Cleons is got issues. So, she confronted him on that because she had a flower on her desk, and he did come in there when she was getting ready to see her. You know. And she like, did you, saying, have that flower? Then he like, no, I didn't see that. I didn't even notice it. She like, okay, because, to not have a vision would be the worst thing ever, and blah, blah, blah. And then they show you, as they on their way back to Trantor, he didn't actually have a vision. And now he's all uptight and concerned about that, because he didn't see anything. He made it up. I'm like, this dude is a trip. I don't know what to say about day, dawn, or dusk. These are some effing weirdos. Okay? Freaking weirdos. Whew. So, 136 years for this broad to get to Synapse. Don't know where they the ship, the Invictus, then flipped them off to. It's like, okay, all right, we shall see. I will see you guys for the penultimate and finale episodes next time. In the meantime, have a great day.